23, check, check. Okay, we're live. Hi, I'm Glenn, City Valley Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team on YouTube. And let's just do a real quick check. I'm going to see if the message board is working. I'll just say, hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Do send questions, comments in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's see how that works. Okay. All right. So with that, this round we're talking about is switch rods, and I want to show you a quick video of yours truly going out and just learning about a particular switch rod and some casts that I wanted to try. Hi, I'm Glenn at COAF Field Team on YouTube, and today it's a real nice day. What a difference a day makes. Today is really, well, not freezing temperatures like it was the other day on the Blue River. And for some reason, I was surfing the YouTube, and guess what? I saw some stuff about switch rods and a couple of casts that I want to practice on. It's the, I think it's the something C, and the snapped C, and then the double D spay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try it, and got the 6-weight TFO switch rod. Got a little white producer, and I'm just gonna kind of see if I can cast it and maybe catch a fish while I'm doing it. It's practice, of course, but hey, it's fishing too. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, so just showing you what I got here. I'm casting. This is an overhead cast. Same cast as a traditional fly rod, but you're just using two hands. And the big power out of a switch rod is you're able to get some pretty good casts for distance using the rod. Additionally, there's a switch cast that I like using that comes in very handy. And yours truly still trying to learn the double spay. It's one where you start off on your left side, then you go over to the right in a vertical, and then you sweep horizontal across your chest, and then you shoot it out, and you get a pretty good distance here. So once I did that, I switched over to, hey, might as well get some fishing done, and just wanted to show that, well, you can enjoy some pretty good fishing with a switch rod, even if it's a small feeder creek like in this case. And here I'm catching a little sunfish on I think I was using a little olive near deer. All right, fun stuff. So here's another switch cast, and here I'm aiming at the undercut bank. I'm gonna toss it in there, and just really versatile rod. It's not as long as a spay rod. It's about 11.5 feet long, and what I like about it is I can cast it one-handed, I can cast it two-handed, I can go with your traditional casts, as well as I can just go ahead and just start trying the different casts from a spay technique. So I've been having some pretty good fun with this rod. I plan on taking it out eventually, back out to be it Denison Dam, where I like fishing for striped bass, or excuse me, or taking it out to be it some rivers and whatnot to go try catching a trout or two. I think the last time I took one of these was either at the Lower Illinois River up in Oklahoma, as well as the Guadalupe down in South Texas or Central Texas. Alrighty, and here's just another view of yours truly catching a fish or two. It's an 11.5 foot rod, so it's well overgunned for this little feeder creek. But like I'm saying here, the tug is the drug, and hey, it's a lot of fun catching these fish here. Let's see, it's gonna be another little sunfish. I'm using that Oro strike indicator, one that I talked about previously, that worked out really well. And I guess the big takeaway from all this is, this switch rod, I like the versatility of it. I got into switch rods when I hurt my shoulder and I still wanted to go fishing. I found out that if I could cast with one of these switch rods, I could definitely Still catch a fish or two, even though I had hurt my shoulder. All right. So, oh yeah, lots of fun. All right, and here's the fishing flies, a little near deer, and a view of the rod. It's a Cabela's TLR switch rod. They don't make it anymore. They don't sell it anymore. And then there's the Echo Ion fly rod. I believe it's in the 7/9 size. All right, cool stuff. Well, that's the switch rod, and in this case, I want you to just take you to Lake Texoma, actually the Denison Dam, the tail race. And here, this is your classic case where I like using a switch rod. This is that TLR 6 weight switch rod. I believe I've got a 6/7 weight on there, fly reel. And let's see if I can just run the video for you. I have to take a look at it, and guess what? We have both our Texas and Oklahoma license, so we should be good to go wherever we step to go fishing.
Looks like one guy's in a good spot where they like to congregate, where we see him hitting. Took a kayak from the Oklahoma side, so we're going to work it from the Texas side over here by these rocks and just kind of work our way over. Maybe go get one. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get to the rock that we like. You can see where the water was from when they quit generating. So we'll just have to work our way across. See if we can get them here. We're using a Denison Dam Daba. And where we'd like to be is over there, but I can't remember if we can get there or not. So we'll play it by ear. All right, we're just gonna work our way up and around and get to our money zone spot. Just gotta walk very carefully. Yep, we remembered it. There's this nice shallow area that you can follow through the rocks and get us back to where we like, the money zone. Look at that, some kind of circle thing. All right, let's work these pools and see what happens. See if we can get something. Get to the money zone spot here. The rock. I think it was formerly known as Chuck's Rock. So let's see if we can get there. There's a hit. Oh yeah. All right, this is on the Denison Dam Daba. First fish of the day. Little striped bass. Denison Dam Dauber. All right, cool beans. All right, let's see if we can do it again.
And for those that just joined, what I'm showing here is the use of a switch rod where I'm using it one-handed, working at Denison Dam at the tail race to Lake Texoma, and I'm using it for striped bass.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just do a steady pull. Maybe a little twitchy twitch. Oh, he chased it. Saw that one chase it. Let's try a fast pull. There's a hit. Oh. It looks like they want it fast.
The magic is calling you to stay at a Disney Resort hotel, where you're surrounded by the world's most
Oh yeah. Well, I got caught up trying to catch some of those big gar over there with some shad, and yeah, there's some big ones, and I lost them. I only got like little 2-3 footers, but yeah, there's a couple that broke me off on 50-pound test. But yeah, I've been waiting for where they quit generating and work these pools like this, so it works out nice. All right, second one. Yeah, I thought about bringing the kayak, but I'll bring this bigger rod here, this switch rod, and just work the rocks. And I'm still able to get at least enough distance. So they're little ones today, but hey, a lot better than catching nothing. You know, this is a little guy. All right, this is the Denison Dam Dauber, okay? But we're gonna switch it out with a Bennett's Lunch because that one kind of rides higher. It's a little bit fatter looking, and well, we bought it from back in green, so hey, we want to use it. This is the Bennett's Lunch, all right? I've used it here before in a different color pattern. We're gonna try this bluish, whitish thing. See what happens. All right, we're on the rock. Let it sink a little, and then a fast retrieve. Get them to hit. There's one chasing it. Looked at it. You can see the V-wake behind it. You can feel him tapping it. Tapped it again. Ah, missed them. Gotcha. All right, that one hit. This one's on the Bennett lunch. The Bennett lunch. All right, little guy. All right, so we'll cast and we'll let it sink a little. Let it sink. And then we'll do these fast.
One of the things to take away from this is when I was fishing the tail race, I was varying the retrieve. Initially, I started out with a fast retrieve and then a kind of a jerky retrieve. And then I went to a 10 count retrieve. And then eventually I found what was consistent. So you kind of got to do the same thing with trout when you're fishing an area. You may need to adjust and try varying your retrieves. And that seems to work. I know I'm using a switch rod, but same thing applies to normal traditional fly fishing.
Short pulls. And then we'll see a V-wake come behind it when they want it. And hopefully we'll get one on there to take. Nope, not that time. All right, got him. Hit it right at the tail end. This one might be a keeper. No, he's not as it's bigger than the other ones, but we're gonna hold off on keeping this guy.
And one thing to note is I'm fishing before they were generating or any electricity.
This TLR switch rod, 6 weight. Got an OPST Skagit head along with a max catch running line or level line instead of the laser line that we were using previously, because this is a little bit more like a fly line, so it's easier to handle. And it's a 11-foot rod, and it doesn't take much to get where we need to cast, so we don't have to do as much false casting to get it where we need to. So we'll kind of do like a little modified version of our way of catching this thing or casting thing with one-handed, but you can use it two-handed as well. There's a hit. All right, that one took it. What we're noticing, just to get the Bennett a little bit lower than normal in the water column, because we're casting it, or we're retrieving pretty fast, is we're putting the rod tip underwater, and that's helping it stay just under the surface and getting these guys on basically pretty close to the upper part of the water column. Here, righty, howdy, Mr. Striped Bass. All right, so Bennett's lunch is working really good right now. There's the hit, right at the tail end. Nice. All right. Striped bass. There's the hit. Right.
Whether you're taking a break from holiday.
Okay, and I'll skip this video or this ad here shortly. All right, we're back on. So this was a fun time over here at Denison Dam. This was, I believe, the summertime, so I was able to fish.
All right, let's do it.
I think I was just using some hip waders. And again, this is the switch rod. So that said, it sounds like Reese Bobby's on, and he's got some questions on some trout things. And so, speaking of trout, let's go and kind of shift the subject over to trout then. I'll switch this over real quick. So here is the, it's what I do every year. I do a Funwood spreadsheets with the Texas Parsons Wildlife winter trout stocking schedule, in this case for 2022-2023. And I went over there, excuse me, I went over there and made some adjustments to the schedule and then posted it so it's in chronological order. So let's just scroll down real quick. And let's see, today's the 30th. Yesterday was the 29th. So right off the bat, I can see the 29th. Let's see, 29th. At least in our area, it looks like, well, Tyler, that's about 2 hours from here. They got stocked. Looks like Glen Rose got stocked. Abilene, Stockdale. Let's see, 11:30. So today, Waxahachie, couple places of Waxahachie. Let's see, tomorrow it looks like Mansfield's gonna get stocked, and then looks like Jacksboro. That's just up the road here. It's gonna be stocked by Possum Kingdom Hatchery, and then for us here in Collin County, let's see if I can pick that up real quick. It's gonna be, I believe, the 8th. December 8th, so let me just scroll down. December, here in Dallas, it looks like Kleberg Riley Recreation Center is going to be stocked on the 7th. And then here's the 8th, Collin County, Allen, yep, Bentley Park C, 1,800 trout. All right, cool beans. Let's see, need to rewatch your old videos, but an intro to stalker trout fishing with live footage could be useful. Would be fun to watch. Intro to stalker trout fishing. I got several videos out there that I post. What I'm thinking of doing this round is hopefully I can make it out to Bethany next week, get a round of fishing in, and then try doing one of these live sessions here so I can explain what I did and go from there. Alrighty. Let's see. All right. So it looks like from a stock trout standpoint, do check out the website. It's going to be on stockertroutfishingnews.blogspot.com, or you can just look up stockertroutfishing.com. It'll take you there as well. And it's the Funwood spreadsheets. All right. So that's pretty much all I had this round. I just want to do a impromptu one, talk about switch rods, and then see what we can do with some upcoming things, hopefully related to trout. So I may make another excuse me. I may make another run up to the Blue River this upcoming weekend. Hopefully, maybe catch some more of those trout. Do like the Blue River mainly because it's less than 2 hours away. And there's a good opportunity to get a nice sized trout there, and you're fishing the river in that in that capacity. One thing I did also just put an order in for one of these center pin fishing reels. Gonna see how that technique works out. So stay tuned to that. Should have it here probably, I think, like 3-4 weeks. It's one that you get overseas. It's supposedly okay, and I didn't have to pay that much. I used a gift card. Let's see. Bethany Park needs at least 2 stockings. That place is always packed. Yeah, they used to stock it multiple times, and then I think as the area grew out, they expanded to other places. I think the one right now that gets stocked the most over the season is Waterloo up in Denison, and it's a really small pond up there. Okay, with that, I think that was all I had for this round. Do stay tuned. Hopefully get another one of these out when I come back from the Blue